obviously, this hasn't been the best year for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think it's so interesting how narratives change. Again, the further we get into the season. Because you remember when people were saying Mike Tomlin. I was actually saying Mike Tomlin should be coach of the year. The Pittsburgh Steelers they were overachieving even with their porous offense and their troubles that they were having. They were still, in the playoff hunt. Like it was with what Mike Tomlin this Pittsburgh Steelers team had to work with. Of course, you would think he'd win or not win MVP, win Coach of the Year. Now, as you sit here today, they've lost, I think, 3 straight against pretty bad teams, maybe even 4 straight against pretty bad teams. They're 7-7. Now, people saying that Mike Tomlin should be fired. Here's my thing. You have to understand what you're getting out of a coach. And you have to understand what their core principles are. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season in his career. And the way the Pittsburgh Steelers are looking, this might be the first year. And if it is the first year, I think it's interesting how things that have been prevalent his entire regime as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach are starting to come to light and it's starting to rub people the wrong way. The saying is winning cures everything, and that is definitely true. The Indianapolis Colts, Gardner Minshew-led Indianapolis Colts, beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-13. The Pittsburgh Steelers offense looked horrible. Mitch Trubisky went 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Mason Rudolph, who is going to be their starting quarterback next game, he only had 3 yards. The biggest play out of this game was a huge hit that homie from the Steelers did on Michael Pittman, and he's been suspended for the rest of the season, which I don't agree with because, and I think Tom Brady even said it. You can't throw hospital balls out there, and like you can't put, as a quarterback, you can't put your wide receiver in those type of positions. Like, at all. You have to look out for the safety of them too, because as you know, their primary focus is catching the ball. They understand that there's a possibility of getting hit, but you don't want to open the door wider than it already is of them getting hit or severely hit like he got. Concussion, everything. Like he got drilled. And I don't think the dude from the Steelers should have been suspended for the season. That's crazy. Especially when I look at that as mainly Gardner Minshew's fault. But back to the Steelers. Culture is everything in football. When you are a Mike Tomlin-led team, you know that you're going to be a defensive-minded team. You're going to it seems like he lets a lot of things go if you're producing on the field. And that has been the culture his entire tenure. And it's got him a Super Bowl. But It's like, what do you? I'm trying to formulate. I'm trying to convey my thoughts in a well thought out sentence. The Pittsburgh Steelers does not have the team to compete for a Super Bowl. They have the defense, but they don't have an offense to compete for a Super Bowl. Whether that's Mike Tomlin, whether that's the GM, they don't have the team. And I don't know why you would expect them to when Kenny Pickett, which was a very controversial pick to begin with, was chosen as their quarterback. And you held on just a little bit too long to Big Ben. I don't think Mike Tomlin should be fired, especially seeing as though he was a front runner for Coach of the Year just a couple weeks ago. But this is the Steelers. If they can't beat you, they have good pieces on the offensive side of the ball, but if they can't beat you with their defense, they're 9 times out of 10 not going to win. Mike Tomlin has a defensive-rich culture. But as we've seen, when's the last defensive coach to win a Super Bowl? I'll tell you, it was Bill Belichick. I think in 2016? Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.